What's up, Dragon Ball player? We're back here yet again. We're doing the rare 2-for-1 special. We're showcasing set, what was it, set 12? Whis, and then the new set 14, Videl. Rashad, tell them what y'all did today.
Alright, so I went 2-1 with Videl. I got 4th.
Alex, how'd you do?
Alex, how'd you do?
I went undefeated with Whis today.
Undefeated?
Yep.
Damn.
Let's go.
My only loss was to Alex. Also, want to give a huge shout out to Alex. He's our newest honorary member of Bad Beats.
Woohoo!
Some of his accomplishments, he's only 15. He's still in school and has a job, so he doesn't get to travel very much. But he participated in a sold-out online regional with Whis and got 24th. He also took Whis to Pensacola, large in-store regional, and he got, I believe, 11th.
There's like 12th or 11th. Yeah, one of
12th or
those.
11th.
You got top 16 with that bit.
So he's done extremely well playing the game, at a young age, with going to school and having a job and everything. He's a great player. He's one of our locals here, of course, and I'm very happy to have him on the team.
I'm very happy to be on the team.
Woohoo! All right, Alfred, we got all that formality out the way. Let's get into what people came in for. Let's
Okay,
look at these
so
decks.
If you don't know what Videl does, because she has like a million skills for no reason. Leader's 5k, 10k, so it kind of sucks. Once she attacks, you draw. Once per turn, you combo with Skillless, you draw, take a life. And then for Spirit Boost, on your opponent's turn, you can play a Skillless if you combo with it. And Awaken, if you got 4 less life, on tap 1, draw 1. Flip her over, and when she attacks, she draws. Once per turn, same thing with the Skillless, except for instead of taking a life, it gets 4k combo power. So it makes a Skillless on her, makes her 19k. So it makes it a little bit easier to survive. And then the Spirit Boost is the same, except you can do it on both players' turns now. So that's all Videl does.
What's going on with this guy right here?
All right, Whis, 10k and then 15k on the back. His auto once per turn is whenever I combo. Well, his first auto is when it attacks, I draw. His second one is whenever I combo with a skillless card that's yellow and 15k. And the energy cost has to be 2 or less. I can play it if I combo with it on my opponent's turn. So I combo with a 2-drop yellow skillless that's 15k on my opponent's turn, and I get to play it. His awaken skill is he has 2 types of awakens. He can awaken at 4 or less, or he can awaken if I have a 2-drop unison on the field. I can flip him over and take my life till I have 6.
Excellent. So can you show the back for these people?
And here's the back. The back it has the same draw when it attacks, and it has the same skill that combos with a skillless and plays it. And then it gains a new skill. It's a pay 1 yellow energy. And I can sacrifice or place one of my skills from my field in the drop and search my deck or hand and play a 3-drop Goku or Vegeta, depending on which skillless I send to the drop. If I send a skillless Goku, I can play 3-drop Goku. If I send skillless Vegeta, I can play 3-drop Vegeta.
All right. So let's show some cards, guys.
And we're going to get into, we're going to start with the core packages of our decks. So, of course, I have to play for the Unison. When this Unison is Spirit Boosted, you get to KO one of your opponent's 2 or below battle cards. +1, you add a green skillless to your hand. Then he has an auto that's +0. When he's attacked, you get the combo with the skillless from your hand. So your opponent will try to swing on him to not awaken you or whatever. And then you have the skillless because you added off him. You just combo anyway. You still get your draws and stuff.
Mine, like I said, it's crucial to the awaken early. It allows me to turn 2 awaken because I play it turn 2. So it triggers the awaken, and then it's got a really nice effect that whenever I can combo a skills from my drop on any one of my cards, like I can do it on the Unison before the counter step. So I can combo on Unison, make it 20 before the counter step. If you attack lead, I can combo to 20. You attack any one of my battle cards, I can combo, make it to whatever by comboing a skills from my drop. And then it's got a +1 ability that allows me to tap one of my opponent's battle cards or Unisons, not ignoring barrier. Super good. It triggers. It's just a tap card. It shuts down blockers too. If they want to play a free blocker, you can tap a blocker down. Neg 4. Really good. It puts swarm and pressure on the field. It plays 2 skills's from my drop or deck onto the field when I neg 4 it. So it's super good. I can attack with it when it has 4 markers and then neg 4 and get 2 more attacks. So it's just super good for stuff like that. And it's a really good controlling Unison.
What else we got?
So I'll just get the boring stuff out of the way. Stuff I don't have to explain. 4 Frieza because you're playing 4 green Unisons. I only play 6 skillless instead of 8 of the green ones. So that's all the boring stuff. Q, you know what all this stuff does. So.
Yeah, we ain't got to go over that no more.
Over here, I got my skillesses. These are the skillesses I play for the yellow package and all that. and it triggers the draw. This right here is a lifesaver when it comes to draw power. And if you don't have the unison too, and you have the starting hand, you can look at the top 5 and find your unison. It grabs the unison from the top or a skillless card from the top. And then it has a once per turn ability. Whenever I combo with a skillless on either turns, I can draw a card.
So you're really telling me, guys, that both these leaders have the ability to draw really well.
Yes.
Both of these leaders, like, we're averaging, like, 12 cards a hand, like, turn 2.
Yeah, for
like,
that one.
Like, Videl has, like, a huge hand at the start, but it's like, once you start having to, like, really defend, like...
Yeah, because she's a 10K on the
10,
back.
5 and 10, like, it's so bad, but...
I hate how they make the... I hate how they make the heroines only like 5 and 10. They need to do better with that.
But they can be like Videl is like super aggressive. Like I've killed my people today like when they had 2 energy. Like you can be like explosive with this deck. So here's some of the like other Videl stuff. 3 Videl with all her strength. She's a blocker. She's got an auto limit 1 for 1 green. If you've got a green skillless battle card in play, play her from your hand when your opponent attacks. And then her auto, your opponent either discards 2 or you KO one of their battle cards 7 or below. And then I run a 2-2 split on these Gohans. So this Gohan, when he's played, you play a green skillless from your deck, and then you choose 2 of your skillless cards, and they get plus 5k. It doesn't have to be a green skillless to get the plus 5. You just can only play a green. Activate main limit 1. You put him under your unison from your battle area or your hand. Give your unison a marker and draw. This one recycles your skillless, which is why I only played 3 and 3 instead of 4 and 4. So when you play him, he's got deflect, dual attack, double strike, 3 energy. You add a skillless, a green skillless from your drop to your hand, and then you put a green skillless from your drop to the bottom of your deck, so that you can just add the one that you put back with the +1 on the unison if you ever run out. And then when he's in battle, any skillless that's comboed on his attack gets plus 5k. So on the very first one, if you swung with him first and combo the skillless, it would get, that skillless would be a 14k combo, because it would be 5 for its own combo power, plus 5 for his skill, then plus 4 for Videl's skill. So it makes his swings like really big, and he's kind of like another ender as he gets big fast. And that's like the last package parts.
Alright, over here we have the 3 drops. 3 drops, as I've mentioned in the last one I did with Whis, because this is the core engine. Super strong. They do basically what you want them to do. This is your crit guy, 20k crit. You play it off paying 1 your leader, or you can evolve onto a Goku and draw a card. And then literally 20k crit, and it kills cards in rest mode 1. It kills any cost, not ignoring barrier, as long as it's in rest mode. So you tap it down with your unison, swing with 20k crit, lead, kill the card you tap down.
So also you can use a final flash and then swing with
That's it. You can final flash. If you got something annoying that has barrier, final flash it, tap it down, swing 20k at
guys,
lead,
if they swing with that Bojack, they got the Asian, and they, you can kill that. You can kill it. You know what I'm saying? Kill it.
Your double strike. He's double strike, and if they negate his attack, he restands when his skills negate it.
Does it have to be when they block his attack, or can it be anything they use?
No. It has to be during his attack. Whenever they negate his attack, he can restand. But he doesn't have double strike anymore. His skills are negated.
Please
so it's just a 20k body, or you can leave him up. It depends. You can swing it at one of their battle cards, anything like that.
Okay.
Super good. Oh, and also when they are removed by your opponent's skill.
There's a lot of skills out here.
Yeah, like if say they kill it using a skill and or send it to the warp, you can play. If you get rid of Vegeta, you can play Goku skills. If you get rid of Goku, you can play Vegeta skills. So it just resets, and you can get the skills from your deck or drop. So it just you kill with leader, they kill that, you replay Goku, and you repeat the cycle.
Jinkies.
And then I have like the course of generic green package. You're playing a green unison, so you're gonna play this card. And then Rosie's just like I played it just for unison killer for real. Sometimes it's like a good game ender, but like I don't like actually play hand destruction in this deck for real because it's an aggressive deck. I was testing out 2 Ribrianne at first, but I cut them out like pretty quick. You just don't have time to pay 2 energy in this deck for like just to discard 2 cards. I'd rather discard 2 cards and then KO a unison or something with Rosie. And of course this is just like
game
one of the
ender.
best green cards right now because like you can get your unison up like really easily in this deck. So he only has a +1, but then there's the Gohan that gives him a marker, and then there's putting another one under him. Like you can get him up pretty big pretty fast.
Yeah, if you ain't picked this guy up, guys, be sure to get your playset soon.
Yeah.
And of course the super combos Paragus, like
No need to play.
there's no need to
Just get 4 Paragus, man.
Yeah, just play 4 Paragus in green decks right now.
So that's how I want to lay these out. So we have the super combos. You got your Krillins for draw power when you get to 4 or less life. And you got your Whis to tap down. You got an annoying leader that's drawing and they ain't swung with the leader yet. Tap it down, it'll get a draw for the lead. If you got a double strike leader and they ain't swung yet, that's a double strike swing you ain't got to worry about. It taps down battle cards. So say they play like a triple strike card and they swung something else before that card, tap it down.
Did you enjoy this 2-2 split?
I actually really like 2-2 split. But one thing that did hinder me a lot, is because people weren't attacking me a lot today, was having this. So you could run 1 and 3 of this, just because I always was above 4, but also you could just go 4 as monster
I think the
too.
2-2 is just the better way to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, because like
But also
you
depends
just hold
on
them in your
matchup.
hand until like they start trying to game you, and then you have them like you know you have
Yeah,
them.
once you go to the point to really come to game, it is it is like that. But today they were just not hitting me today, so it was kind of it wasn't good till late game, and that's where it matters.
They gained the best game.
And then up here, we have draw cards. My draw leaps, of course, combo them. Pay 1, warp it, draw. And then Basil. Basil is a good 19k if they have their stuff in rest mode, or it's a play 1 draw, or a charge card, depending on the situation. It becomes a 19k if they have 5 or more in the field, and you can swing, and it's dual attack too, so you can swing twice. You can swing it twice at leader, or you can clear field.
Or hit that damn unison.
That too. You can hit the unison, take some markers off that.
Next, I'm looking out there. I don't like my negate package.
We already know what's up with this,
Yeah,
guys.
you know what's up with this. Y'all know there's like generic green negate package. So yeah, that's it for that. Y'all know what this stuff does.
All my extra cards and negates. Split this
Not that
up.
power of the Super Saiyan.
So first, we'll just start up here. We have Poutines, Super Control-y.
Poutine is like insane in this deck because of how much tap power you have. Like your unison's always gonna be able to tap something.
Unison taps, power of Super Saiyan taps.
That's Poutine. And then we have this one. You could also run 2 Frieza, I don't know how to say it, Robotic Riposte. Up to you. I didn't run it until after. I probably should have put them in after I added on a little more extra cards, because I was running into a problem not seeing my extra cards, so I just ran these. They're good blockers. You can combo it with your skill assist.
And then even the
and they play something.
this
in
guy
rest mode.
still puts stuff in rest mode too, right?
Yeah, he still puts stuff in rest mode. So up to you if you want to do 2 Robotic Riposte or 2 of these. Either way, they're both good.
Yep.
Final Flash, savior of today and my matchups.
MVP.
My last matchups. This is an MVP card. He had a barrier card that wouldn't let me draw. It was the slug card. I don't know the name of the slug card.
I don't know the name of the slug card.
Slug card's
3-drop
insane.
slug. Y'all know what it is.
3-drop slug wouldn't let me draw. I flashed it. Was able to use all my super combos. Dunked on him. Won that game.
Jinkies.
Super good.
Ooh, damn.
Power to Super Saiyan. We all know what Power to Super Saiyan does.
We ain't gotta explain this
Tap, free
card.
draw.
And you might have put that
what
back.
Nimbus does too.
And then the last part, we're gonna do it together because like we came together and decided to play Skillless X today just for this.
Not that. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
It is what you think it is.
Not that Mike Lowry seasoning. Ooh wee.
We got together and we were like, man, let's just both play Skillless decks. Like, and they were like, let's just aggro G in. We're already playing a Skillless deck.
You gotta have a good G-Spike.
So we ain't got. I know what this does and this does. I think by now we all know what the hell all this does.
So like the reason it's a little bit better in Videl than Whis because like Whis has to combo yellow skilllesses like with specific power. Videl you just have to combo a skillless. So like there was no point me running 4 and 4 of the Videls when I'm running like these 2. So like this dude, if you don't draw skillless but you draw this, turn 1 if you went second, you play this for 1, you swing it -1, get your 2 skillless out. If you don't have another one in your hand, you're going to want to combo one so you get the draw with your leader. But if you do have another one, you're going to go 10k, 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 swing lead, draw a card, combo another skillless, draw a card, take a life, another 10k. Like, I've literally put people to 4 life on turn 1 like consistently with this deck. If you've got 2 of them and they don't answer these and they swing at your leader instead, you go into turn 2, you drop the second one, you +1 that one to make him and these 15k, and then now is 15, 15, 15 on top of the leader swing after that. Like, it's just like retarded. And then the games that you don't kill them by turn 3, then you just go G them. And like,
You got GM.
this card is just really good.
So you mean to tell me, guys, we got to play this, but then you got to make sure you get the SPR to go G. Don't play the regular G.
You gotta get this.
You got to get the SPR to make sure the Mike Lowry seasoning is just right.
So yeah, that was a good Gita package.
Ooh.
Gotta have a good
Y'all
Gita
know what it
package.
is. Y'all know what it is. It's just like insane in any skillless decks, like especially Videl, because you can like Spirit Boost to play him too.
And then in Whis it's super good because you already have so much board well control, and now you can hit stuff ignoring barrier and hit hand.
I think the
So
last
his
time
deck-
too, Whis didn't really have a true finisher for his
Yeah,
deck.
Whis didn't really even have a true finisher. It was always like pay 4 for a unison and then neg 4 or just try to hit a double strike in with like a Champa or something or the Vegeta. All right, and these are our 1-ups.
Yeah.
I have a lot more 1-ups than him, so I'll let him go
He
first.
does. I play Lineage, Champa, Fighting Against Fate, because it's an aggro deck.
Not that Eddie special.
Yep, so y'all know what Lineage does. I discard this card from my hand or warp it with Paragon Super Combo every single time. I've never played this card once. But it's cool in this deck because like
It's clutch.
It's actually a heroine deck. So like you can like pay 5 if you go to 5 and you can play what does this play?
You can
If you got
play
2 Rosies in
Rosies
your hand, you can play both the Rosies and like discard 4 or 2 triple attacks for it. And then you can play like some of the skillless cards too, because they're all heroines of course. So like you just play like a whole bunch of different
Then you
stuff
just go
off
back
of
and
it.
dunk on him.
So that was the whole reason like I chose to use that secret rare instead of like another one. And then of course Champa and Fighting Against Fate is just like a combo that goes together. So
Hand in hand. Peanut butter and jelly.
Me, my 1-ups, I have Lineage, I have Champa, Son Goku, the Absolute Emanator, I think.
Not that got everybody hating on.
Him.
Not that pseudo secret. Not that fool.
Alright, so I ran these. I have a lot of 1-ups. One, because Lineage. Ultimates, you could run Kai too. The A-Drop Kai. It's a pretty good one.
Dr.
Super
Miami.
good. But if you don't have A-Drop Kai, this is also super good too because you can just steal one of their cards. Or one thing I like to do when I'm going on my dunk turn, I normally always have an energy open if I don't have this. And I'll take one of their cards and swing with it.
So that way they can't use the combo.
Yep. And then, yeah, it takes away their combo power too. So yeah, Lineage is always good. Then I have Champa. Everybody knows what Champa does.
We ain't guys playing him.
He is good on blue matchups. Anything that has super extra cards, it stops free extra cards.
It ain't
so,
sensu beanie.
So it ain't sensu beanie. They have to pay 2 for it. All these free extra cards that are taking lives, they have to pay an energy for it. And it's a 20k barrier unique. So he's got barrier 2 and he's got deflect. So you can just pay 3 and not have to worry about it getting counterplayed unless there's Zamasu. Well, they can't even Zamasu it because it has barrier.
They got barrier. We ain't gotta explain Bergamo.
You know what Bergamo does?
He a real
Taps
another
barrier
card that's like
cards.
insane in this deck because the Unison's like tapping stuff all the time.
Secret Identity, we know what Secret Identity does. It helps me board wipe, not board wipe, but helps me get rid of threats. And like I said, I can flash a barrier card and then Secret Identity it away. And it's an attacker too.
Well, we all know what food does. My
Yeah,
question
everybody knows
is,
what food does too.
my question is, did you enjoy this split with the Overrealm, or would you rather just do?
So, whenever I went to dunk, this card was always good. I had him today because I was scared that I was going to go into the late game and I wasn't going to have a big, because if they shut down my Gogeta play, I was like, I'm just going to see how he does in the deck. And I never got to play him because I managed to aggro out and see all my stuff. But sometimes he is really good in the late game where you could just tap 6 and play food.
So he was your security blanket.
Yeah, he was just security blanket today.
Understandable.
I got scared today. I was like, I got to throw food in just in case.
Throw for food in just in case until we get to this damn this ban list. We don't know what that ban list look like, guys. Anybody got any shout outs they want? Anybody want to talk about their matchups, any of that good stuff?
I'd like to shout out to the Icarus deck I played today. That actually Jameer played today.
Don't talk about me.
So the Icarus deck, it was super fun playing him. I sweated hard. If it wasn't for my sideboard and extra flash. Cause
MVP.
just in case I needed it.
The MVP. Pick these cards up, guys.
Kami.
Pick it up.
And then Haru. Haru is so great. The turn 4, you could just
Not the 3 separate artwork of Haru.
You could pay 1 flash, play 3, restand 4, play Gogeta 8. It's so good.
Not the SPR Gogeta.
Just in case I needed to call out something. Max power.
That Jiren.
For hand hate, because I played a cell deck today. Search cell. Tried hand hating me. And also against Rashad too. He played the Videl. He thought I was going to kill a card, but I chose to discard, so I discarded this and paid 1 and played it.
You did.
BMS, just in case I needed it.
So, the generic good stuff.
Yeah, generic good stuff.
Alright, and my sideboard, I didn't know what to side, honestly, because, this whole deck is, engine. It's all archetype. There's a whole 2 packages in here, so, the side was kind of hard. But it's also kind of easy, because, you just, cut some of the engine cards down, right? So, we did monkeys, Chilled, Deborah, some more negates, Haru. This card that's like super good right now, and then Focus Breakthrough.
Talk about that blue impulse real quick.
So what Blue Impulse does, if you have a green unison in play, you can pay 1 energy instead of 2. But if your opponent played a battle card on your turn, you kill all their battle cards. It doesn't ignore barrier, but like, there's not a lot of stuff with barrier. And decks that are playing cards on your turn, they probably ain't got barrier, you know? And if you wanted to kill something with barrier, that's what you were worried about, that's why the 2 chills are here.
Get that Bojack up out of here.
This was solely for hand destruction. I didn't play against hand destruction, so like this never got slotted in. This is for just like generic floodgates. So Focus Breakthrough is an old card. So if y'all don't know what it does, if your life is at 4 or less, you pay 1 and if the battle card being played has energy cost 3 or less. It's placed in the drop instead of being played. I don't have multicolor, so I can't activate the permanent part of it. But it says if you have a multicolor card charged, you can take a life instead of paying the energy for it. But that was just to like shut down floodgates since you're like an aggro deck.
Oceanus.
Yeah, like stuff like Oceanus. Well, I actually killed through Oceanus yesterday on like turn 3. I had, I think, 1 card left in my deck at the end because I swung a lot. Like I was like
milling with Oceanus.
Yeah, mill for every swing. Like I swung through it because I was like, man, you don't have that many
And you
cards.
draw
in
so
your
much
hand.
for that deck. That was rough.
It was rough. The second game, I milled myself out trying to do the same thing. So we're not gonna talk about that. Haru is good because you're playing Gogeta. There's a lot of green and yellow stuff in the game right now. So you'll just pay 1 for like something generic, and then you'll Haru your energy back up. And then like the one time I had it, I had both. So then I like paid 1 for something else, and then Haru it again, and then you do the Gogeta last. So.
I always see Har together. Like you never see
they
it by
always come in
one. They
pairs.
always come in pairs. So they're just like super good.
Of course, just another floodgate negate because like this one's good right now. There's really nothing that I want to like discard from my hand, so that's why I didn't main deck it, and I main decked Homicidal Clones instead, so I didn't have to pitch for that one, and it kind of generates 2 negates, a negate and a blocker. So there's like, I mean, I play 7 unison, so it's not bad to like pitch one of the extra ones after a while. But then you just have guaranteed cards to work with Paragus also if you draw them. You also, another cool thing about this is you don't have to charge mono yellow because Paragus doesn't care what your energy is. So I always end up charging one of these black like unisons or something because it just doesn't matter. After you've got 2 or 3 green energy down, you don't need any more green energy. After turn 4, the only thing you're really going to play is Gogeta anyway. So he's 4 generic, so it just doesn't matter. But that's what my sideboard was today.
All right, we got anything else we want to talk about before we lead the people?
Shout out to Eternity's Portal for Awesome Locals tournament today. I had fun. I played. My matchups were the Icarus deck with the Sun Gohan, if you didn't know him. I played Cell and I played Videl. All three of them good players. They all played super good. It was super good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And so round 1, me and Alex played. He was my only loss. He beat me 2-0. We would have had a game 3, but for some reason I didn't charge.
Yeah, he forgot to charge.
Yeah, I did charge, and that like cost me because I had Gogeta. He had a Poutine on board, so like I couldn't leave with a Gogeta. I had Fighting Against Fate, but I also needed to attack. So I Fighting Against Fate to like force a Poutine. And then I was like, oh wait, I didn't save myself another energy to play the Goku in my hand to activate Gogeta because they have to be on the board or in the drop. And I couldn't swing the combo because I didn't have anything to attack with. So that was like, well, that one was a wash. And then game
2, I just sideboarded him the hand hate thing and drew over cards over him, and it was just, it was just a.
It was good. Whis is like really good. Like against his deck, he can. His swing's been like 20k, like crit and double strike and stuff on a 20k
he's got a
leader.
combo out of that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Round 2, I played against Whis again, actually.
Yeah, it was another Whis deck.
I won against that second Whis matchup 2-0. It was like super close game too. He dropped the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Secret Rare and comboed his hand out on it, and I like barely comboed out of it because like he's 40k. My leader's only 10, so like that's already 3
That's 30K
super combos
difference.
just a match, right?
Yeah.
So I had all 4 of my super combos, like I always do. Like I don't know, they're just always like stuck in my hand. So if I didn't have all 4 of the super combos, like 1 super combo short, and I would have like lost that game easy. But I was able to combo out because of that. And then the last round, I played against Yellow Burly BR with the new anniversary box support. And that was a really
pretty fun deck.
Really fun.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
I
You
looked
get
at
to
it, it
swing
looked
with
pretty
that double strike 8-drop a lot. is you swing with them once, and then you activate the extra card to untap them. You swing with them again, then you activate your leader to untap them and swing with them again. And he's 35k double strike, so you get the pressure like really hard.
Did you win
and that's
against
another
that?
thing. I did. I won 2-0.
How did you dormant it or something?
Dormant. Yeah.
Dormant. Yeah. 4 dormants.
So like literally Dormant like saved my life in that matchup.
Shout out to
Like,
Dormant.
I can't combo out of 35k double strike like
3
three
times.
That's not even counting the leader swing or whatever else he's got on the board. So like Dormant saved me in that matchup. It was like really good.
Dormant was annoying for me over here too, so I had to make sure that unison was gone.
I always shout out to Will and locals and everything.
What's up, guys? Come check out the shop. We got some great players here. Rashad, Alex, everybody else that comes here. Cody, my man Cody, played a mean hand hate deck to sell. It was awesome. Everybody, have a good night. Take care.